In this video, we're going to go through compound interest. So this question says, Toby invested £4,500 for 2 years in a savings account. He was paid 4% per annum, that means every year, of compound interest. How much did Toby have in his savings account after 2 years? So this question is asking for the final amount, okay, after 2 years. So what we do for a question like this, we do 100% plus the percentage, which is 4%. That's equal to 104%. Write that as a fraction, that's 104 over 100. But because it's 2 years, put a bracket around this, raise it to the power of 2. Now, we times it by 4,500. Get my calculator. (104) over 100. Press the power button, power of 2. Press SD and round that to 2 decimal places. So in our case, we're going to write it as 4867.20. So 4867.20. That's our final solution. Okay, here's a question for you to try. You can pause the video. When you're done, I will go through my work solution. Okay, welcome back. So we have a question here. It says Mario invests £2,000 for 3 years at 5% per annum compound interest. Calculate the value of the investment at the end of 3 years. So we do 100% plus 5%, which is 105%. So we do 105 over 100. Now it's the power of 3 because it's 3 years times by the original investment. In our case, it's £2,000. Don't forget, because it's money, you've got to round your answer to 2 decimal places always. So we do 2,000 times, press the fraction button, 105 over 100. Close the bracket, press the power button. We've got 3, press SD, and I get 2315.25. 2315.25. That's correct. Okay. This example is about a depreciation question. So depreciate means to lose value. So instead of adding it to 100%, we're going to minus it from 100%. So Ben bought a car for £12,000. Each year, the value of the car depreciated by 10%. Work out the value of the car 2 years after he bought it. So underline the key information there. So now we're going to do 100% minus the depreciation rate, which is 10%, which gives me 90%. So we can write it as 90 over 100. How many years are we talking about? We're talking about 2 years, so it's the power of 2 times by the initial investment, which is 12,000. Get our calculator. 12,000 times 90 over 100 raised to the power of 2. That gives me 9,720. Yep. Okay, here's a question for you to try. You can pause the video, and when you're done, I will go through my work solution. Okay, welcome back. The question says a company bought a van that had a value of £12,000. Each year, the value of the van depreciates by 25%. Work out the value of the van at the end of 3 years. So we do 100%, it's depreciation, so we minus 25%. That gives me 75%. So I do 75 over 100 raised to the power of 3, because 3 years, times by £12,000. Don't forget to round your answer to 2 decimal places. So you do 12,000. 75 over 100 raised to the power of 3. That gives me 5062.5. 5062.50. Don't forget, it's always rounded to 2 decimal places. 5062.50. Yes, that's correct.